Welcome to Wednesday's show. Thankful to have you with me this evening. Glad that we are just about out of the most recent and hopefully last hit of winter for spring of 2021. There were records set most definitely in parts of the Commonwealth today. A couple of inches of snow in some parts for us. Just a several flurries and bursts of flakes throughout the early morning and afternoon and early evening hours. Still a few flakes flying out there tonight. Just enough to see on some rooftops and the like, but you've seen some pictures more than likely. A lot of folks in other parts of the state adding up to a couple of inches. Kentucky weather, gotta love it. On that note, glad you love it, and we are going to see some improving conditions. Definitely another whiplash forecast for you in store. I've got the 80s. I have literally the 80s for daytime highs before the end of your 7-day. Now that will, of course, follow a freeze warning tonight and a freeze watch thereafter. And your latest forecast is certainly an interesting one that takes us on a bit of a ride. That comes up in just a few moments. Headlines tonight: a significant road closure that will affect possibly up to 600 motorists in a portion of Magoffin County early next week for several days. A state and local COVID update for you this evening. Our top story tonight that I will get to just as soon as I have it completely edited. It's rendering as I speak right now on the other computer. Comes from a group of men and women who for years have put themselves at risk to help folks from all around the world who venture to one of the most beautiful spots on this earth, the Red River Gorge. Everyone, I think, out there is familiar with some degree to the efforts of the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team. Well, now's your chance to help them with nothing more than a few clicks of a mouse in just a few moments. They're finalists in a major giveaway. I'll leave it at that until I explain further in just a few moments. But it's a really great story, a really great cause, and we really want our viewers to go out there and help these folks. I'll tell you about that right after this. From birthdays to ball games and anything in between, feed your crowd with a Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe party platter piled high with both hot and spicy and crispy buffalo wings, fried pickles, jumbo breast strips, mini corn dogs, and jalapeno poppers, all for just $36.99. And here's a little tip: always get extra mini corn dogs when you get the party platter at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. And remember, you can always call ahead 349-3626. Get absolutely every mile you can out of the season with great deals right now at Conley Tire in Staffordsville. Get up to $70 back on a set of new Coopers or new Hancooks, up to $120 back on new Michelins, up to $150 on new Goodyears, where you can keep your stimulus money and drive safe with 6 months no interest. At Conley Tire in Staffordsville and at conleytire.net. Bud and his staff at Parkway Pharmacy are proud to announce the newest member of their team, and yours, pharmacist Dustin Jones, who's actually the grandson of Janet and the late Paul Jones of Dixie in Salyersville. And his addition of over 12 years of experience in inpatient and outpatient services gives you unmatched availability and care when it comes to your health and medication.
Parkway Pharmacy, where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team is always there. It doesn't matter when they are called upon. They are always there when we or anyone need their help. Well, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team needs our help tonight. They need your help, and it's not going to take a whole lot to go a long way. Your vote, literally online, could put them over the top and take them from being one of 5 finalists to the winner of a brand new Land Rover Discovery 4x4 110 series that has been highly modified to help them with their search and rescue efforts. You can go to LandRoverUSA.com right after this report. Vote tonight and vote once a day for the next several days. As for the Red River Gorge, while the area and terrain dictate the need, no one has ever had to volunteer their time and their resources to the extent that the Wolfe County Rescue Team does. They do it out of the love of the community, the love of the Red River Gorge, and for their fellow man and woman. And as a result of helping anyone anytime, anywhere in the Red River Gorge area or beyond, they often find themselves in a very precarious or even a dire circumstance. Yesterday, for example, a hiker from Texas got lost, couldn't describe the trail he was on or where he had parked his car. They responded to 2 missions on Friday, a climbing accident and a hiking accident. Both people had to be packaged on site and carried out by hand and feet. And sometimes their calls don't have a happy ending.
Really what we're known for is high angle rope rescue. That's what we're probably most famous for. And that's where we're rescuing folks off the side of a cliff or someone who may have fallen off of a cliff. And if you can think about the kind of injuries that those types of accidents might cause, those things can be very serious. And so, we're taking care of that subject. We're getting them out of the woods. We're also having to do very technical and very serious rigging on the side of, cliffs that are over 100 feet tall. And so, that's really what we're known for. We've gone, we're the busiest team in the state, and we really pride ourselves in what we do and doing it well.
So you are now among the 5 finalists for this. This is not just a really great prize, but I know that you all pride yourselves on the tools, technology, and things that you need to help you be more successful. How did you present to Land Rover that a vehicle such as this would do so?
Yeah, so we really talked about, what we do, and it's not just rope rescue. We search for lost people. We respond to flooding events and swiftwater rescue events. We do a lot of things, and we talked a little, in our presentation. If you watch the video, you'll see that we present an argument that, hey, we cover a lot of really technical and difficult terrain, and that a brand new Land Rover Defender kitted out to be an off-road vehicle would help us to better tackle that terrain and to go where others can't and save lives.
The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team averages about 60 calls a year. They are the busiest team in the state of Kentucky, and they often find themselves in extreme terrain and situations. This year, with the flooding, they had 14 missions that week alone. They're going to set a record number of missions this year for certain. They've averaged at least 3 missions for the last few weeks, and if they're not rescuing, they're in training. And to help them in their response, or maybe to say thank you if you're one of the countless people they've assisted, please go vote and then vote again after this report.
So we're in the finals of this competition, and the winner is decided about who gets the most votes. Basically, there's a web page. I'm sure that you'll be able to see a link to that that you can go to and visit and vote for Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team. And you can vote for us once per day during the contest period, which started today and closes out at 11:59 p.m. on May the 3rd. And so we need people to vote early and vote often. Vote every day for us if you can. We're the only team east of the Mississippi that's been selected for the finals. We're competing against teams from Colorado and other western states, but we really pride ourselves even being included amongst that group. But we really need your vote and to rely on the local folks that we serve to help us out and lend us a hand in winning this Land Rover.
Tell me a bit about this video. Quite a presentation, and certainly given the timeline you tell me you had. But tell me about the production of this video and how successful it's been for you.
Sure. Yeah. Pulling this video off so quickly definitely was quite an undertaking. It wouldn't have been possible without our friend at Wilkinson Visual. He's a videographer, a commercial videographer, does a phenomenal job. And he volunteered his services to help us out and put this together. And so we found out about this competition on a Monday. We had the video shot on a Saturday and finished and edited early the next week. And so it was about a 7-day turnaround to get everything done for this video, which is a very, very fast turnaround for a video of this quality.
Nestled in the hills of eastern Kentucky, the Red River Gorge is a beautiful yet dangerously rugged landscape with an abundance of tall cliffs, waterfalls, and natural arches. It's no secret why it's one of the most popular destinations for adventure seekers in this region of the United States. The thousands of miles of sandstone cliffs draw over 1 million hikers and climbers during a single year. And the numerous four-wheel drive roads serve as a magnet for the off-road and overland communities. But along with all this opportunity for adventure comes great risk and a great need for a capable, dependable search and rescue team. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team is an all-volunteer group that serves Kentucky's Red River Gorge region 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with over 400 square miles in our service area. Our team responds to the urgent needs of the community by conducting over 60 wilderness rescue missions a year, by far the heaviest rescue mission load in the state. Missions can range from finding lost hikers to evacuating injured climbers, even conducting high-angle rope rescue operations hundreds of feet above solid ground. During the historic floods of 2021, our team was called upon to work tirelessly, rescuing those trapped by high waters in not just our community, but in surrounding counties as well.
Being a lifelong resident of Wolfe County, I'm well aware of the economic challenges that this area has faced for generations. Although Wolfe County Search and Rescue is an all-volunteer organization, it's very expensive to run and operate. Incredibly, we accomplish our mission operating entirely on grants and donations. We do not charge those we rescue, and we do not receive an annual budget from the communities we serve, nor the state of Kentucky.
It doesn't matter if it's on the face of a cliff, in the middle of a raging flood, or miles off-road. We must be able to quickly and reliably get there, because lives depend on it. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team needs a vehicle capable of tackling the rough terrain we cover, so we can get help to those who need it as fast as possible. Currently, we are using a 20-year-old vehicle on its last legs to access many of the remote areas and rugged land where rescue missions are frequent. A new Land Rover Defender would elevate our ability to reliably respond to emergencies off the beaten path and allow the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team to do what we do best, going where others can't and saving lives. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team, so that others may live.
Again, LandRoverUSA.com. As soon as you go over there to the left, you'll see the Defender Above and Beyond Service Awards. That little icon will change to some other ones if you wait more than a second, so go back to it. But it's the first thing you see, and then if you just scroll down, you'll see Search and Rescue. Click on that icon over to the right, and then there you'll see all of the finalists. Alpine Rescue Team from Colorado, one from Utah, one from Wyoming. The list goes on, and by alphabetical order, there at the last, you will see the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team out of Campton, Kentucky, and over to the right and below the Defender there, it says Vote Now. Click on that. It's as simple as literally clicking on the Wolfe County Search and Rescue icon there and then typing in your email. That's it. That's all it takes. And if that's not good enough reason for you to go vote, here's one last one from Drew.
Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team is an all-volunteer team, and we run entirely on grants and donations. So we don't receive any money from the communities we serve, nor the state of Kentucky. And so we need all your support to help us along, because without it, we can't do what we do.
LandRoverUSA.com. I'll be right back.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Always the time for new beginnings and redecorating, or at least adding a few new favorite pieces to your home decor. And the Seasonal Shop has just finished resetting their entire home decor section with all new merchandise. It's all there. Classic favorites, new trends, and the unusual pieces that can set your decor apart from everyone else. Farmhouse, timeless blue and white pottery, natural woods, beaded accents, bohemian, bees, lemons, copper, white pottery, and equestrian. It's all there. And it's all there with local delivery, layaway, and curbside pickup. It's the only place like it. The Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Frazier's Prater Drug Store is Sayersville and McGoffin County's oldest firearms dealer, and they're working hard to keep what you're looking for in stock and at unbeatable prices regardless of the pandemic. For example, in stock right now, Ruger American rifles in .243, .270, and 7mm starting at just $349. That's $100 off MSRP, and they sell everything in the store less than MSRP every day. Like this Mossberg Patriot 243, Glock 44s, a big punch in a small package with this Bond Arms 45 410, and more. All ready to go today at Frazier's Prater Drug Store in downtown Sayersville. Your state and local COVID update in just a second. A couple of things elsewhere from the state level. First off, the governor today announced $23 million committed to school highway safety projects. They're investing millions of dollars near public schools to protect students and staff and their families. They are going to essentially over the next 2 years fund about 70 projects in 44 counties with the design and or construction ranging from new turn lanes and crosswalks to pavement markings and new entrances. Breathitt County receiving $140,000, Floyd County $260,000, Floyd County $200,000, Johnson County $260,000, Morgan County receiving $250,000. A report surfaced days ago being forwarded to the state and the governor's office in regards to some unemployment insurance employees who were very well full-time on the job and had been collecting unemployment insurance benefits through the pandemic themselves. Well, that number has been further investigated, and the state auditor's office today has released a report that actually says overall, in entirety, there were about 37 employees who collected almost $120,000 in those benefits, according to an audit that was just made public earlier today. 10 of those were actually employees of the Office of Unemployment Insurance and were accessing their own accounts and fabricating lost jobs, part-time job losses. A couple of examples were given. One, a basketball coach who said that he had lost his part-time position as a result of the pandemic when it turned out that the season was just over and he'd already received his payment for that season and there was no basis for it. Another case was given as well where one person claimed to have lost her part-time position as a choir director, I understand, when in fact the church she spoke of, she was actually employed by, but that church did actually receive the PPP loans and was keeping everyone on the payroll completely. And the list goes on. So you have to think about that, and that's been a topic of reports and will continue to be. We have here those few people who were employees, 37 state workers. Imagine the widespread fraud that we have seen for the unemployment insurance, people who are not even real people. Some folks actually going to that extent, claiming to have known or worked somewhere and never been associated with them, drawing tens of thousands of dollars each. Governor says now is the time to get your shot of hope, encouraging everyone, pleading with everyone again today to get the vaccine, as numbers are continuing to support that we're still headed back in the wrong direction. When the 2.5 million vaccine goal is reached, the state is going to lift most capacity restrictions, but we're not making much ground in getting there. We're still just over 1.6 million, where we've been in that range for several days now, 1,682,774. It's a modest increase. It's going to take till June or something to reach that 2.5 million, if then, if we can encourage more folks to get the vaccine and help us get out of these restrictions. Today's numbers, back up around 785 to be exact. New deaths today, 7. There were also an additional 6 audit deaths released today. While the positivity rating for the state of Kentucky is at 3.39%. Currently hospitalized 417, 113 of those currently in the ICU and 52 of those on ventilators. That's your state COVID update for today. Turning to your local COVID update, I spoke with Pete Shepard, our public health director, earlier today. We've had a total of 3 cases for the week thus far, starting from Saturday to today. So a good count there for McGoffin County. No other news to report from the McGoffin County Health Department today, hoping those numbers continue as we take a look at the state incident rate map and see that McGoffin County still continues to be in the yellow, but we've inched up just a bit. Hopefully those numbers will reflect this low week, which we hope to continue on and come down, but 8.2 right now, which is still a good place to be, but nevertheless. A little to our north, though, Morgan County is 41.9, Wolfe County, Menifee, Powell, all in the critical zone. Haven't been that way for a while, and actually one of the largest number of red counties that we have seen as well. We've got 3, we have 8, 9, 10, 11 total. We've been down in the single digits for quite some time. Knott County, a nice big green 0, great for Knott County. The Floyd County Health Department today announced 8 new cases, 5 people hospitalized, 48 said to be active, encouraging everyone to please wear your mask if you're outside in crowds or anywhere in public or around other individuals. The Johnson County Health Department they have not released their numbers for today, but they had 5 new cases yesterday, bringing their total to 2,109, 25 deceased, and 1 currently hospitalized in Johnson County. A road closure to tell you about before I tell you about a whiplash event in our weather forecast. 867, right where Oakley and Route 7 meet. Well, you will have noticed if you're one of the 600 motorists or so who travels that daily or ever so often that they've been doing some work on that intersection for a while, and now it's kind of coming to a head, and for at least the first 3 days of next week, you'll have to find an alternate route. They've been doing some work in this area now for several weeks. The main purpose at the intersection is to basically increase the line of sight, whether you're pulling off of Oakley onto Route 7 or off of Route 7 onto Oakley, just past the old Sagre Elementary School there, making it safer in and out. And as a result, they're going to be closing the road there at that area to realign that intersection. Project started last month. They say it's actually going to be until July the 31st before it's completely done, but this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, they're going to be closing that road, and you'll have to find, of course, the way around. They'll have electronic message boards in place to caution you and remind everyone starting next week, again affecting about 600 motorists a day for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Now on to tonight's community calendar. A reminder, the Mind Matters Health Fair 13th Annual is coming up Monday, May the 3rd, 10 till 2, virtually. You can register in advance. You can see the address there on your screen. If you have any questions, call 859-323-1331. Marlene Howard, the director of the Senior Citizen Center, can also help you out as well. This is an online virtual event Monday, May the 3rd. And another reminder from the Victorious Faith Church in Prestonsburg, to anyone who can hear this, no paperwork, no income requirements. You just show up and leave with Farmers to Families food boxes, a box of fresh produce, liquid milk, dairy products, and meat. First come, first serve, 114 Rising Sun Lane in Prestonsburg. Another quick reminder that the spring cleanup campaign is still going on for District 2 residents in the county this week. They'll take next week to take off and also kind of make sure they didn't miss anyone. And the week after, the District 3 area, call the Judge's Office or Sagersville City Hall. If you have any questions, Sagersville City-wide cleanup campaign, of course, going on throughout the entire time. And call me whenever you have an announcement or a birthday or an anniversary. Funeral service arrangements tonight, brought to you as they are nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, include services announced for 56-year-old Dwayne Joseph of Sharpsburg, who passed away Sunday, the son of Elijah and Aladine Bailey Joseph. He's survived by his fiancée, Rebecca Thomas, son Brandon Joseph, daughter Felicia Joseph, 4 sisters, and 3 brothers. And visitation in his honor will be this Thursday morning from 10:30 till 12:30 from the Sagersville Funeral Home, and then burial will follow in the Joseph Cemetery on Trace Branch. 82-year-old Paul Francis of Falcon passed away yesterday at his home, the son of the late Hassel and Audrey Gullett Francis. He's survived by his son Darrell Francis and daughters Debbie Borders, Connie Hale, and Paula Hall. Sisters Mary Ruth Bell, Helen Hall, and Doris Boring, and 5 grandkids and 7 great-grandkids. Paul was preceded in death by his wife, Mamie. Funeral services will be held this Friday morning from the First Community Baptist Church, while friends can visit the church Thursday after 6 for visitation. And a reminder of services to be held this Friday at 1 for Bub Patrick, Smith Bub Patrick, 97 of Sagersville, who passed away on Monday, survived by sons Durwood Patrick and Bobby Joe Wheeler, and daughter Brenda Patrick Dameron, several grandkids and several great-grandkids. Bub is preceded in death by his wife, Pauline. Friday at 1 is when services will begin at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be the night before at 6. And Sunday at 2 is when services will start for 57-year-old Tina Howard of Flat Fork, the daughter of late Henry Howard and Jewel Howard Perkins. She is survived by her mother and companion Tiger Isaac and son Jeremy Bryan Howard, daughters Tiffany Lambert, Stacy Brown, and a number of other members of her family. Funeral services again Sunday at 2 o'clock from the Bethlehem to Calvary Apostolic Church here in Sayersville. Now for not just a freeze warning, but a subsequent freeze watch. The freeze warning in effect tonight, 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. tomorrow, then a freeze watch in effect from tomorrow night through Friday morning. Temperatures down into the 20s, that's where we'll go after we saw some snow. I don't know if it's actually still falling, and if it was, you probably couldn't see it behind me, but there were a few flakes still flying around just a few moments ago, and there's still a chance thereof over the course of your evening. But keep into account that while today we saw 44 for daytime highs, we'll be closer to 40 degrees on top of that before the end of your forecast. Yeah, we saw low 40s today. We'll see upper 20s tonight. 28 degrees is where we're going to fall to tonight. We've got a 20% chance of some of those showers, wrapping up mainly by 9, and a few flakes still flying about. We've actually seen a few little peaks of sunshine here around the 6 o'clock hour, but nevertheless, it's going to be cold enough to see widespread frost after midnight and into the morning. Winds are not going anywhere tonight, still not howling, but moving out of the northwest up to 15 miles per hour. For your Thursday, publication day for the Sagersville Independent tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers in the afternoon between 1 and 5, and that's after widespread frost in the morning that will linger till about 9. Otherwise, mostly sunny tomorrow, and improving temperatures will hit about 51. And nighttime lows, even though below freezing, will be above 28 and right around 30 tomorrow night. And you'll also see winds still blustering about tomorrow, southwesterly, up to 20 miles per hour. So a breezy, sunny, warmer, albeit cooler day at 51. For your Friday, we warm up, but it's short-lived for a little bit. Check it out, 62, frosty conditions in the morning, and sunny skies for your Friday. It's late Friday night, mainly after 3 a.m. We have a 30% chance of showers. It's an overnight thing. We're going to take a little hit from this system that'll knock us down to some clouds and rain. 100% chance of showers Saturday and 58 degrees. No way about it. Cloudy, showers, 58. But after this system rolls out, look what's rolling in. Mostly sunny and 62 on your Sunday, 70 and sunny on your Monday. Check it out. Bookends, 81 Tuesday, sunny, 81, partly sunny Wednesday. Yeah, with a little chance of some showers, but look at that. 2 days in the 80s after some snow in late April. That'll wrap it up for tonight. I've got my Magoffin County Fiscal Court, I think school board and city council meeting coverage that I really haven't gotten into at all as of yet. It's been a busy week. It's going to continue to be that way for a host of reasons. And we'll start talking about all of that when I see you next time. For now, enjoy the rest of your somewhat or very chilly Wednesday. And thank you for watching.